morning to all. In last video we discussed about the ecos, their uses in medical industries and by uses by the natural words and so on. Now today we will discuss about the natural damped and forced vibration and called resonance. So first of all, natural vibration. Natural vibration. The periodic vibration of a body in the absence of any external force on it are called natural vibration. A body clamped at one point when disturbed silently from its rest position starts vibrating. So the vibrations so produced are called natural or the free vibration. The periodic period of natural vibration depend on the shape and size of the body. The time period of the body is called natural period and the frequency is called natural frequency. The natural vibration of a body actually occur only in vacuum because of presence of medium around the body offer some resistance due to which the amplitude of vacuum does not remain constant but it continuously decreases. Next one is the damped vibration. Damped vibration. It is our common experience that when a body made to vibrate in a medium, the amplitude of the vibrating body continuously decreases with time and ultimately the body stops vibrating. Such vibration is called damped vibration. So thus, the periodic vibration of a body of decreasing amplitude in the presence of resistive force are called damped vibration. Damped vibration, two force acts on the body. Number one is restoring force. Restoring force. And second one is the frictional force. These two forces act on the damped vibration. The amplitude of the motion decreases due to the friction force. The friction force at any instant is proportional to the velocity of the body and it has tendency to resist medium. So we can say the diagram of the damped vibration is in this way. This is the displacement and this one is the time. With the time, the body is this is called damped vibration. A minus A. So example of damped vibration, when a slim branch of a tree is pulled and released, it makes damped vibration. A turning fork when stroked on a rubber pad execute damped vibration. There are so many examples in our surroundings. Next one is the forced vibration. The vibration of a body which take place under the influence of an external periodic force acting on it are called forced vibration. The body executing forced vibration is thus acted upon by three forces. Number one is the again restoring force. Restoring force. And second one is again frictional force. And a third one is the external periodic force. External periodic force. When an external force is applied on a vibrating body, the body no longer vibrates with its own natural frequency, but it gradually acquires the frequency of the applied periodic force. The external applied force is also called the driving force. Some examples of the force vibrations are when the stem of vibrating turning fork is pressed against the top of the table, the turning fork produces forced vibration in the table top. The tabletop has much larger vibrating area than the turning force, so the forced vibration of the tabletop send forth a greater energy and produce a louder sound than the produced by the turntable. So there are so many examples. The guitar example is there, the stringed instruments example is there, microphones example is there. Next one is important topic of this chapter is resonance. Its definition is also very important. Remember the definition. Resonance is a special case of forced vibration with the frequency of externally applied specific force on a body is equal to its natural frequency. The body readily begins to above with an increased amplitude. This phenomenon is known as resonance. So the motion of large amplitudes are called resonant extensions. So this example is definitely very important. For the condition for the resonance are resonance occur only when the applied force cause force vibration in the body and the frequency of applied force is externally equal to the natural frequency of the vibrating body. Its demonstration of the resonance are experiment is there, the resonance with the tuning force. When two tuning forces are kept on a sound box and one tuning force is strike with the rubber band, it automatically produces the sound on the another rubber bands. There are other so many experiments are there for demonstrate the resonance effect. You can use the pendulums or you can use the experiment of resonance in air columns. So many examples are there. Some examples of resonance resonant vibrating of pendulums. As discussed earlier that if two pendulums of the same length are suspended from a rubber string and one pendulum is made to vibrate, the other pendulum also starts vibrating with a large amplitude and in same phase because of resonance. There is also the resonance effect in the machine parts are also there. There is resonance in the stretch string and the sound box, the musical instruments and the sonometers are there. So there are so many examples of the resonance are there in our sounding. Read them properly in their books and solve the exercise in 7th B. Now next topic is the characteristics of a sound. Characteristics of a sound. Two sounds can be distinguished from one another by the three different characteristics. Number one is its loudness. Number two is pitch, or we also can say that is shrillness. And number three is quality, or we can say timbre. Quality. These are the main three characteristics. With the help we can distinguish the sound. Loudness is the characteristics by the virtue of which a loud sound can be distinguished from a faint one. Both have the same pitch and the quantity. Next is intensity. The intensity of a sound wave of a point of medium is the amount of the sound energy passing per second normally through a unit area at the point. Its unit is watt per meter square. Next topic is the factor affecting the loudness. Factor affecting the loudness. Loudness is proportional to the square of the amplitude. Number one, loudness is proportional to the square of amplitude. To the square of amplitude. Number two, the loudness varies inversely the same inversely the square of a distance from the source Third one, loudness depend on the surface area. Depend upon surface area. Mean a large vibrating area sends forth a greater amount of energy, hence larger the surface area of the vibrating body, louder is the sound. And next one is the loudness depend on the density of the medium. Loudness depend on the presence of the resonant bodies. The relationship between the loudness and intensity is the loudness is equal to K log I10, where K is the constant of the proportionality. Unit of loudness are, its unit is phon, P-H-O-N. It is used to indicate the individual perception of a loudness. The level of sound is expressed in decibels. The loudness of sound is phon is the same as the loudness in decibel. So next topic we will discuss in the next video. I think that you can solve all the exercise of this chapter, and if there is any problem in this chapter you can contact me. Your 10th class physics syllabus is over, finished me. So you can contact me if there is any problem in the whole syllabus of the physics. Thank you.